Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Detox Dudes. I want to show you an amazing healing modality for the journey, essential piece of the puzzle in my opinion. This is a salt-water flush, been used in many different ancient healing modalities and ancient healing traditions, especially in the yogic tradition. So, what we have here, well, let's talk about first, why do we have to do this? Why? Because with our food combining and our improper eating habits, high stress lifestyle, processed foods and antibiotics in the foods, and low quality junk that we've been eating like Gushers and Oreos and cheese doodles for the past 20 years, basically what has happened is that our intestines have not been able to handle all of this stress and over stimulation. Okay, so what's happening is that our intestines have become cesspools of 5, 10, even sometimes 15 pounds of old, rotting, fermented fecal matter that is keeping us in the low vibrational energies, preventing our immune system from working properly, and preventing us from really connecting to the divine or God or whatever you want to call it, just some type of love frequency, higher frequency. So this is an essential piece of the puzzle, cleaning your small and large intestines so that you can kickstart your body. Anybody who's dealing with depression, fatigue, exhaustion, inability to concentrate, mood swings, this is an awesome way to give yourself a little biological jump start. Okay, so super basic. What we have here is Bragg apple cider vinegar, some spring water, 3 different types of sea salts. I like sea salt the best. You can also use a good quality pink Himalayan salt, and we have some freshly boiled water, maybe about 30 or 40 minutes ago, so not too fresh anymore. Anyway, I'm going to do the salt flush right now. I'm not going to actually do it, but I'm going to show you how to make it. What you would do is make this first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. At any point during the day on an empty stomach is ideal. You don't want to be drinking this on top of food. It'll be a little bit of a nightmare. Also, make sure that you don't have guests over that you're trying to impress. Make sure that you have the ability to be using the bathroom for at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. The worst thing you could possibly do is do this on like a bus ride or a long car, right before a long car ride. The second worst idea would probably be to do this before a job interview. So yeah, you're going to want to do this when you are home, you don't have anyone to impress, and open the windows, because this is the first time you do this. The smell is going to be borderline traumatizing for you and any of your house guests. So we take this is a 22 ounce mason jar, so I just fill it up to about 2 cups. So what is that? 16 ounces of spring water. And then we're going to start adding the salt. You want to use a total of anywhere between 1.5 and 2.5 heaping tablespoons of salt. Okay? I like Icelandic sea salt and Celtic sea salt. This is Eden. This is Selena Naturally, and this is Saltwerk or Saltwerk, S-A-L-T-V or W-E-R-K. I don't know how the Icelandics do that. I don't know if it's how they pronounce that, but this is my favorite stuff. So I'll just use a half a tablespoon of each for now, for display purposes. And that's probably around what you're going to want to start with, 1.5 tablespoons total of salt. The first time you do it. And if you don't have a bowel movement, or 10, then you probably just didn't use enough salt. Alright, so we got a total of 1.5 tablespoons of salt there. Oh yeah, make sure when you're doing it, you gotta get it in there. Like that. All right. Tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And the rest with some boiling water, 4 or 5 ounces of boiling water, so that you have 22 to 30 ounces, doesn't really matter, of this brine concoction, and that it's going to be nice and warm for you. And the apple cider vinegar helps with the taste, because with so much salt it's pretty unbearable sometimes. Alright, so what are you going to do? You're on an empty stomach, you just woke up, you're feeling a little foggy and fatigued, or you've just been traveling and eating bad, or this is a perfect travel companion, right? So we do colonics and enemas at home, but sometimes if you're traveling and you can't do that, do a saltwater flush. So, you know, you're in a hotel and you've just been eating crappy for 7 days in Bulgaria or wherever you may be, and you can bring sea salt with you. Okay? Mix that up. Now you have the brine concoction and you have spring water. What you'll do is slowly sip on this. Every few sips you take of this, you're going to start taking a few sips of spring or distilled water. And slowly, over the course of maybe 20, 25, even 30 minutes, you'll finish this brine concoction and you'll finish this whole jar of water. And feel free to continue drinking more water. You probably will be very thirsty after it. But like I said, slowly, don't chug this or you will throw up. I've done it before. So slowly, sip on this until they're both gone. You sit and relax. Try not to be in a stressful work environment. Try and be relaxed, watching TV or meditating or even a light stretch. You could even lay down. And, yep, about anywhere between 20 minutes to 40 minutes later, you need to make sure that that bathroom is all yours, because you are going to be subjected to the laws of jet propulsion, and you're going to see some funky thing coming out of your behind, and some funky smells, especially if it's the first time you've ever done it. So that's the saltwater flush. Super basic, super easy. It helps balance your electrolytes when done, you know, in moderation. I did this every day for 6 months, and I think that's when I finally started. No, I think I did it every day for like 4 months, maybe 5 times a week for 4 months, and I was like, all right, I'm overdoing it. So I would say now that I've come to a homeostasis with it, I think that doing it once every 10 to 14 days is a good amount to do a saltwater flush. And if you're super, super sick, twice a week is okay. It's good. So, yeah, give it a shot, and that's it. Give me a second. Let me think if I have any other additional tips here. Empty stomach. Drink it slowly. Yeah. Enjoy.